The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Cucurella has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, he's possibly the kind of player who'll come into his own in the latter stages, Peter, because others will begin to get tired, and yet this guy seems to just have the fitness to go on and on. And if it does get tight towards the end of this game, then he'll be the one that will stand out because he won't stop moving.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Rice. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's undercooked that. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Mbappe. Company. Dani Olmo. Yamal. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
That's been cut out, well played. Silvestre. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Dani Olmo. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Yamal. Company gets over and intercepts. He won't be happy with that one. Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Maldini. Oh, they could break here. And he's managed to get free. Yamal. Nice control. Shot, surely! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Neymar. Sagan Tosu have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Neymar has got himself a free kick. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Mateus. Massaro. Marquez cannot be beaten that easily. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal. Yamal running with the ball. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's Rice. Cucurella is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Yamal. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cucurella. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Varane makes the interception. Mateus.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass is just off target. Cucurella.
Bayer Leverkusen couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Neymar. Dani Olmo. Aimed beyond the defence. Yamal. Yamal's cross. And he's very much the player living the here and now. Yamal. Yamal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Yamal.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, there's the clearance. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Well, that pass isn't the best. Spread it left. Space for him to turn and look. Takes the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That is ended up in no man's land. Massaro. Now it's Gerrard. Well seen. Saw that coming. And it's Rice. Cucurella. For Rice.
There will be 1 minute added time.
The final seconds now. Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Goes for a shot! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So the action resumes. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Oh, strongly challenged there. Yamal and Dani Olmo. And this is Neymar. Sagantosu have a free kick. That's a good ball out wide. Yamal. Brilliantly cut out. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, well played, well played.
Bayer Leverkusen definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity. Standard. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Yamal. He's had a shot! Again, a brilliant save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
And that is a little undercooked. Now, can they get him away?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And that is out of play. Gerrard. Mateus. Yamal. Nicely worked. It's a goal kick.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Now it's Mbappe, and it's Olmo. It's a promising position, and he welcomes it in. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Shoots! And now they can clear their lines. And here's Neymar. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Gerrard with the short one. And the shot! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Substitution for Leverkusen.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Gerrard. Number 9, Massaro. Number 8.
And it's been taken short.
Mateus. Coming
Challenge
on the field,
just a bit on the firm
number
side.
20, Bellingham.
Sagantosu
Number
has the
15,
chance to go the other way.
Number 11.
Now it's
Hazard.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Substitution.
Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Spread out to the left. And here's Azar. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Gerrard.
Sagantosu really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
It's Couch! Cucurella. That's destined for the flank.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Yamal is a player who's always giving defenders headaches.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Bout of puck. Roll! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Azar. That has not gone well.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Floated through. Yamal is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, great save!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And the shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A breakthrough so late in the day! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Bayer Leverkusen now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Cleared without hesitation. Beckenbauer. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. He is through here. Roll! Now, who's going to be first to this? In by Bojan. Oh, that's a fine interception. And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescent. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Gerrard, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Chance, surely! It's in! And just like that, he is up and running at once. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 20.
Corinthians are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. And it's Olmo. And this is Neymar. Rice. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Sagan-Tosu with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Akanji getting this one clear. Rijkaard. Now it's Rice. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's a sharp little ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. O'Reilly gets over and intercepts. Dani Olmo. Spread to the right. Yamal in acres of space out wide. That's a shade optimistic. Sagan-Tosu currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Neither of these two want to come off second best, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Little doubt, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Sagan-Tosu are down to 10 men. Akanji. Sagan-Tosu leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. That's a nicely shaped ball, and he's certainly onside here. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo. Neymar. Big chance! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Sagan-Tosu are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Now it's Neymar. That is ended up in no man's land. Gerrard.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way through. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's going across goal. Keeper's dealt with that. Mbappe. That has not gone well. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Looking to play him in. There's the shot! Well taken goal. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Corinthians cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Memphis Depay. Very nicely done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Shot could be on. Dani Olmo. He won't be happy with that one. Kaká is having it! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing...
Mbappe.
In the mood to take any risks.
And for the first half, that is that. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was...
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something...
Satisfação, amigo, sou eu que tô jogando contra você.
Who knows, they might just get something they want.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2.
Tamo junto, meu amigo. Bom jogo.
So once again, we're underway. And that's a throw-in. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Not the most... Oh, terrible pass. Dani Olmo. Neymar. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Neymar. Yamal, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. And this is Neymar, and he's lost his man here. Well timed, excellent interception. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Played into space. It's not an especially good pass, that. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Kaká. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Cannavaro makes the interception. And it's O'Reilly. And he's managed to get free. And here's Kaká. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking
Tamo junto, será que é gol?
Alonso! Mbappe. Dani Olmo. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's clever. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Just about up to the hour now. O'Reilly is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. O'Reilly. O'Reilly's cross. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Neymar. And here's Neymar. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Neymar does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Kaká tries to pass it through. Goes for a shot! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
Can he? Will he?
Dani Olmo. Coming on to replace him is number 8. Rodrigo de Paul.
The comeback is complete. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Corinthians have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away.
Mbappe! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's in a great position here. Good take, and it's Neymar! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Sagan Tosu really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
Corner number 2 then.
Coming on the field is number 27. Boyan. Substitution in progress.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a fine interception. And reclaimed it in a... Gerrard! And that would have been game, set and match.
Gerrard has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Mbappe picks it up out wide. Crosses it in here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Substitutions taking place.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
It's come to nothing.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Bellingham. Always onto this. Brilliantly cut out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Puskás. No foul, says the referee. Played out towards the right wing.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that should get the job done. Referee's given a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Neymar. Coming on to replace him.
And it's
is
Rijkaard.
Number 18.
Oh, well played. Bellingham. Nice looking ball. That's good vision. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
And now, please turn towards the
Sagantosu
screen.
really
Valeu, mano. Tamo junto.
Well, to be perfectly honest, Peter, it was hard to see any other outcome. Ruthless opponents who were intent on exploiting their...
Valeu, mano, tamo junto, boa sorte nas lives, adição inscrito. Tamo junto.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The Signal Iduna Park, located in Dortmund. It really is a tremendous arena. And we're underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Now it's McAllister. He's picked his way through. And this is Messi. And Messi! It's hit the uprights.
it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be.
Decent chance! And there's a goal! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
That has not gone well. Oh, that's a key interception. Cannavaro. Zanetti. Dani Olmo. Now it's Inzaghi. Marquez is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Mbappe. Dani Olmo. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, now here's Dani Olmo! Brazil are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions.
Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, and another try! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi with the short one. Sagantosu have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe, spread out to the left, and he's managed to get free. Rashford, chance! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
It's a searching pass, just eases him off the ball. Bojan Krkic has created one goal already, and it's Olmo. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Hakimi. Messi. Marquez cuts out the pass. Inzaghi finds himself offside. Well, that pass isn't the best. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's managed to gift it back. Nicely shaped ball. And he cuts out the supply. Rodri. Nicely spread. And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. And he shoots! Crosses it in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Zanetti. Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Mbappe. Nice bit of trickery. Great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Bojan. Just 5 minutes left until the break. McAllister, and he decides to cross it. Marquez makes the interception. Now it's Mbappe. Kimmich. Now it's Rodri. Bojan. That has been cut short. Neymar. Cannavaro. And it's Olmo. Oh, nicely intercepted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Neymar. And he was quick to react. Rijkaard. That's been cut out, well played. Neymar. And that signals the end of the first period. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
So
we reach the halfway point.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. Sagantosu get the ball rolling in the second half. Maldini. Cucurella. Now it's Mbappe. The ball has bounced loose now. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. And the pass is intercepted. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. McAllister. Now it's Inzaghi. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. The pass has gone astray. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Looking for the run. That looks a cracking ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Dani Olmo given the lift of his goal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zanetti. And it's Kimmich. It's Kimmich. Now it's Bojan. Tries to play it through. It's Rashford! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Neymar. Rashford stood his ground strongly. McAllister. Neymar. Delivered across. Marquez gets across to intercept that. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Inzaghi is herring after that one. Rashford. He's a sharp little ball here. Aimed at the far side. That is a brilliant interception. Filippo Inzaghi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mbappe. Oh, no joy this time. Kimmich. Now, can they get him away? And he's intervened well there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. Sagan Tosu present their opponents with the best possible chance here.
Substitutions taking place.
The keeper doing his best to put him off. That is some save from Khan. He has spurned it.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Brazil have their third corner. Messi goes short. Chance for a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
McAllister has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Looking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Substitution in progress.
Well, plenty of early set pieces here.
Well, it's a little too ambitious to go direct at goal from here, I think.
Decent hit from there. Oh, can he get onto this? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. It's just beyond his reach. De Paul. Cannavaro goes sliding in, closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, super ball, Messi! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Not the most accurate pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates, and he is deftly away. Great vision. Look at this. It's Inzaghi! Goal! Brazil! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Neymar. Oh, perfectly measured that. That's the keeper's ball. Marquez promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Xavi Alonso. Threads one in. It's a pretty loose pass. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Yeah, the opposition have to come and chase it, so it might just allow a counter-attack or two.
That's going wide left. He's found a way through. Oh, that's fabulous. Very nicely done. And the shot! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, good take in a good area.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Elise. Xavi Alonso. Oh, they can break here. 4 added minutes on the board. Back where it came from. De Paul. Out towards the flank. So their 4th corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And the finish! And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is...
Acabei de jogar em Brasil aqui. DML. Valeu, mano. Foi bom jogo.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Sneijder in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to him to provide all the...
Chance, surely! It's there! And that's got him off to a flyer!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Tries one from range. Denied by an instinctive save.
Dani Olmo is offering a wry smile there.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Yamal. Mbappe. Now it's Torres. Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. Great vision. And it's Neymar. Nicely shaped ball. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Looking for the run. Short changes him with that pass. Yamal. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Yamal, and it's made its way to him. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he cuts out the supply. Ronaldinho. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Sagan Tosu, currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Goal! Sao Paulo are back on level terms. Next, you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Marquez is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, super find. Oh, robust challenge. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Rice. It's a searching pass. That's been cut out, well played. Neymar. Now it's Yamal. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Rice. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Cucurella puts the ball in. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
Yamal!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? And he thumps it clear. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. That pass has been well intercepted. Dani Olmo, big chance! And he couldn't finish.
Dani Olmo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Nicked it back promptly. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Snyder. It's Snyder! Missed by a fraction. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Van Balten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now it's Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's in. Mbappe! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're back in front. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Sagantosu with the lead.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Mbappe.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Dani Olmo is flagged offside. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Sagantosu are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. So we're off again. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, it's just a little long. Neymar. Rice, someone who is excelling big time. Marquez. And it's Olmo. Now it's Cruyff. He is through here. Fernando Torres. Neymar. Rice. Dani Olmo. That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Yamal. Yamal finds himself offside. Rijkaard. And here's Torres. Lovely pass. Shot a goal! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Ronaldinho, ready to try one. Ronaldinho! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Defending of the desperate variety. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. This looks promising. Well, that looks... And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Beckenbauer picks it up from the goal kick. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Dani Olmo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Neymar. Now it's Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. And the counter is on. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely weighted ball. That's the keeper's ball. Neymar. Dani Olmo has created one goal already. It's Neymar! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Substitution on the field, number 4.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 21, Neymar. Number 25,
Haaland.
Rice.
He's got away.
That was lovely, that.
Dani Olmo.
And it's Roberto
Coming on the
Carlos.
field, number
Kahn
18,
deals with that, nice and simple.
Number 22.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Beckenbauer. He's a sharp little ball here. Van Bouten. That's a little off target. And this is Raul. Aimed beyond the defence. Nicely aimed pass. Well, that has not gone well. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Raul. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking for options for movement. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Haaland. Batistuta.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that could set him on his way. not got that quite right. Threads one in. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. 5 minutes left on the clock. And here's Batistuta. Impressive jump. Oh, that's a key interception. And this is Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good-looking ball.
Sagan Tosu can reach.
There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And this is Batistuta.
1 minute added time.
Azar. Now he's got space here. Well timed, excellent interception. And that is that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. Well, he's had a shot! Fabulous from Ferran Torres! A finish of true class! And that's got him off to a flyer!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So, a breakthrough already. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's made its way to him. Great chance! And no mistake. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Ferran Torres! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Showing good feet. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Yamal. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And this is Hazard. Ball comes... Oh, great leap! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Sends it crossfield. Somewhat off target. Oh, that's well spotted. There's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked out the run, and he's decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ferran Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Nifty challenge, but fair enough. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. So, what can they come up with here? So, who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
Dani Olmo picks it up out wide. He's picked his way through. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
Satisfação, amigo, sou eu que tô jogando contra você. Brasil aqui. DNL. Valeu, mano. Foi bom jogo.
He'll try from distance. Great effort, but no way through. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Ferran Torres.
Such good technique.
He has found the way through. Silvestre has it out wide and in space. Silvestre made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And this is Neymar. It's a good foot in there. Rice. Yamal on two now and looking for three. Now it's Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's going for goal! And that's a tidy finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Maldini. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely spread. The ball has bounced loose now. And that has not gone well. Mbappe shoots! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Could be danger here. Tries a shot! And that's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and
that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of ambiance for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Vasco da Gama have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Sagantosu have the chance to go the other way. And it's Maradona. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Too close for comfort. Maldini. Cucurella. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Bale. Now it's Drogba. Dani Olmo. That has been cut short. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Park Ji-sung. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Good read, needed to be. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Piqué getting this one clear. Edmilson pinches it off him. Hazard. Mbappe. No, he's not going to get any further than that. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Sagantosu are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Zanetti. And playing cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good ball, that too.
And Zanetti. Rijkaard. James. Cucurella producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Played out wide. Might be danger here. Maradona. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. And it's Zanetti. Rijkaard. Pedri. Drogba. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Not the most accurate pass. Takes the shot! No, not quite.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Maradona.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Maldini. Hazard. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Olmo. That's an imaginative pass. James. Zanetti. Now James. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And reclaimed it in a trice. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Nice-looking ball, neatly clipped into space. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, tries a shot! Marvellous goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Vasco da Gama have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Mbappe. Maradona. Drogba. Ambitious ball here. That's beautifully weighted. Rice. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's managed to get free. And he's intervened well there. That's the end of the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Sagan Tosu come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. We're on the move again.
Sagan Tosu really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Hazard. Shapes to shoot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rijkaard. James. And it's Zanetti. Rijkaard.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Park Ji-sung. Hazard. That is ended up in no man's land. Engages and forces him off the ball. Dani Olmo, foot in. And it's Maradona. Nicely spread. And this is Park Ji-sung. Oh, terrible. Park Ji-sung! Not a bad try by any means. Vasco da Gama have their second corner now. Oh, good effort! And he's quick to get rid. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the shot! Vasco da Gama have their third corner. Terrific effort! Edmilson, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Pedri, played backwards here. He's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Piqué. Now James. Zanetti. And he's quick to return it. Now there's a fine ball. Azar! Azar! The man's a genius! About as smooth as it gets. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he...
Great chance! Sagantosu, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, played right into his path. Pedri. Beckenbauer. Marquez. And here's Mbappe. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Backward it goes. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. Well, oh, they could be caught out here. Dani Olmo. And this is Bale. And this is Park Ji-sung. And this is Park Ji-sung. Look at the space here. That is great defending, so alert.
Vasco da Gama clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Shot, takes a shot! Goal! Vasco da Gama! And they're back in front.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Vasco da Gama leading now.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's there to clear it. Sagantosu now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
James. Edmilson. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Great vision. Good ball, good take. Takes aim and he's rising! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama. Camisa 8, camisa 22.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Gerrard.
Camisa 13.
Fiore. Pass somewhat off target.
Vasco da Gama really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Gerrard does really well to win the ball there. Maradona. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Antonetti. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Fiore. 4 added minutes on the board. Yamal. And a chance! De Paul. And it's Bellingham. And that's that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. The end of the game. Reflections? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the river provides a beautiful backdrop to this hugely impressive arena filled with 50,000 fans or more from Internacional. And you have to love their noise, their colour, their choreography. So straight into the action. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, And you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Batistuta. Cafu has the space to scheme. Neymar running with intent. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Looking to play him in. That is ended up in no man's land. Cucurella is one whose deliveries we all know about. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Nicely weighted ball. And he shoots! Sagantosu with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. That looks a cracking ball. Neymar, he's through on goal here. Chance! Dani Olmo. Rice. Marquez. And it's Olmo. Just eases him off the ball. Cafu. He's shifting through the gears here. Rijkaard. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Rice. Can he get it through? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Internacional clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Great chance! There it is!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Well read, nice interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. He's having a shot! It's Yamal! Oh, a very decent attempt. Sagantosu have their second corner now. Internacional are looking to go forward now. Mbappe has got himself a free kick. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Neymar!
Internacional, they've got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful. Just a little more discipline is called for.
Quality ball. Kubo. Sagantosu looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Mbappe. An uncompromising challenge. It's Neymar! And And he's stuck it away. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Sagan Tosu are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Memphis Depay, and this is Neymar. Neymar! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Yamal receives it in a wide position. He's found a way through. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's in on... It's Neymar! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Sagan Tosu were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Sagan Tosu looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Substituição no time do Internacional. Camisa 5.
So off we go again.
Camisa 20. Camisa 11.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
Camisa 10.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
14.
And it's Cucurella.
Camisa 8.
Looking tidy in possession here. Lee Kang-in. Messi. Now it's Maradona. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
That is some save from Khan. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Teremos uma substituição.
Sagan Tosu choosing to make the first change. And this is Maradona. And now a sudden chance to counter. Serginho cuts out the pass. A finish of the highest order. It is an explosive start to the second half.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hazard. Pass somewhat off target. Kubo. Now it's Gerrard. Mbappe! He steps in, and that's the end of that. Messi. Lee Kang-in. Can he get on the end of this? He's a sharp little ball here. Maldini. Hazard. Marquinhos makes the interception. 60 minutes played.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Cafu. Khan deals with that, nice and simple. Internacional appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Threads one in, and he's picked out the run. And this is Neymar. He's picked his Neymar! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. So we have movement on both benches. That has not gone well. Yamal. He won't be happy with that one. Now that's well seen too. Messi. That's destined for the flank. Great vision. Now it's Gerrard. Now it's Rashford. Gerrard. Sagantosu have got it back and they'll have another go. Yamal.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Messi. He's free, he has got space. Drives it, impressive jump. And it's in. Internacional are level. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And yes, it's him again. Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Not the most accurate pass. No, that's been intercepted. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's really well manoeuvred.
Messi.
And Messi! Oh, cracking effort.
Messi certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Oh, he's burst through! Yamal. Rashford. And here's Azar. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.